Hello YouTube, I am that one guy with the awesome hat, going over week 3 with your weekly recap of the ULBA. This week, oh my god, this week was a kind of week. Because the San Antonio Shamans and the Golden State War Turtles played first, and my god, this was the ugliest game I have ever seen, ever. So it starts off strong with Coach 27 of the Shamans having Donphan kill Garchomp with a natural gift ice. Then Donphan killed Klefki, but Klefki ended up screwing Donphan by giving it a choice scarf into Earthquake, so Talonflame was able to come in easy. Talonflame ended up killing Spiritomb, who did give it a lagging tail, so that Brave Bird would be last in the priority bracket. And Slaking was able to finish off Donphan with a Fire Punch, trying to predict Skarmory. But because it needed a recharge, Mega Lopunny came in, Mega Evolved, and high jump kicked its face in. But the coach of the Shamans, predicting the over-prediction, did not switch out Mega Lopunny, and Talonflame killed Mega Lopunny with a Brave Bird. Then Thundurus T had a sub set up on Espeon, but chose to switch out even though he was faster and could have killed Espeon with a Thunderbolt, leading to Espeon killing Skarmory with a hidden power. But then Thundurus T came in and killed Espeon. And then a little bit of weird stuff happened. Weavile killed Tentacruel with a knockoff, and then Weavile, who naturally outspeeds Thundurus T, who the coach of the Golden State War Turtles knows does not outspeed, who knows that Thundurus T is not Scarf because he used Substitute, he goes for Ice Shard and not Icicle Crash. But, okay, it's a little weird, but, I mean, it wasn't the end of the game yet, so Thundurus T was able to kill Weavile, because that was not a smart move, but that Ice Shard put Thundurus T in range of Talonflame Brave Bird, which should do about 30%. And he was at like 20% health. It was a guaranteed kill. Yet he goes for Flare Blitz. Because the lagging tail put him last in the priority bracket. Brave Bird was still priority, so it would have killed him. It would have killed Thundy T. But he went for Flare Blitz instead of Brave Bird, which killed. So it doesn't make that much sense. So the coach of the Shamans made an error by switching out Thundurus T even though he was faster and he could have won the game. But then the coach of the War Turtles made 2 even bigger errors to give the San Antonio Shamans the 1-0 victory. It was kind of an ugly game. But the Fall River Floatzels and the Charlotte Charmeleons was not an ugly game. This was Metagross killing Whimsicott, Metagross killing Scolipede after Scolipede killed Keldeo, Metagross killing Xatu, regular Metagross, showing that it has some worth by killing off half of the Fall River Floatzel's team. But at the end, Kieran Black was able to get a couple of kills, make it look not so bad, play for the differential, but overall, it wasn't enough for Lantern and Quagsire. Because Quagsire ignored the Dragon Dancing Tyrantrum, and the Lantern said screw you to Kieran Black and Ice Beamed him. Because it would eat any Kieran Black hit. Now, let's go down to the other games. Now, we had your coach of the Portland Root Blazers against the last of the New York Batangs. It says Vancouver Golducks, but that's because I auto-replaced everything on the sheets. Because the coach of the New York Batangs unfortunately had to resign. But he called in the coach of the Vancouver Golducks to replace him. Now this game was a doozy. Because Noivern, the coach of the Portland Root Blazers saw that Noivern killed anybody with a Draco. And Draco'd the crap out of things. And then Alomomola was such a scary threat. Because Alomomola started setting up Calm Mines. And so, despite the coach of the Root Blazers knowing that Alomomola is belly drum fodder, switches into Mega Manetric like the coach of the Metangs wanted and killed Mega Manectric with a Mirror Coat. But Alomomola ends up dying to the burn that was given by Typhlosion. Then Typhlosion kills Zapdos with a Fire Blast because it came in after Mega Manectric was killed. And because it was in Blaze range, Fire Blast was easily able to kill the Zapdos. Then Mega Altaria set up an agility, not a Dragonette, an agility, and Earthquake Typhlosion because Typhlosion could not stag the burn on Mega Altaria with a Fire Blast. He even missed a Fire Blast, but that was okay because Choice Scarf Jirachi guaranteed lived an Earthquake, and they killed Mega Altaria with the Iron Head. Then Rhydon was killed by the Nidoqueen. Jirachi came back in and hard stamped the Nidoqueen with a 60% chance to flinch, and didn't flinch. So Nidoqueen was able to kill Jirachi with an Earth Power. But then the Azumarill came in, and then the Azumarill was switched out, and Noivern came in, and before Noivern missed 2 Hurricanes in a row, but then hit the final 2 Hurricanes to kill Chestnut and Nidoqueen, giving the Portland Root Blazers the 2-0 victory. Next, we had the Atlanta Arcanines versus the Kelowna Mawwows. Now this was a big game because the coach of the Mawwows did not see that the Atlanta Arcanines had Diancie. And that was big because he had nothing for Diancie, so Clawitzer was able to clean up at the end, and Diancie, he had to work around trying to beat Diancie the whole game, which was a very difficult one. Which was a very difficult match, giving the Atlanta Arcanines the easy 5-0. Next, we had the battle of 2 previously undefeated teams of the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Chargerbugs. Ooh, this game, it looked so close for a little bit, as Mega Aerodactyl killed Hoopa with a Pursuit, and then Alakazam killed Darmanitan with the Psychic. But Scrafty, it was such a big threat, nothing could seem to kill it. And only one thing did. After 28 turns, it killed Magnezone with a high jump kick, Mandibuzz ate a bunch of hits, and then it ate the Landorus hits, and it killed Landorus with the Foul Play, because Alakazam is so frail, it killed Alakazam with the Foul Play. But then, after enough wear and tear, Mandibuzz finally died to Mega Aerodactyl Aerial Ace. But then Dragonite, because Mega Aerodactyl had to take some damage, Dragonite was able to kill Mega Aerodactyl with E-Speed. So Crawdon came in, and Scrafty was sacked off to a knockoff, but then Mega Medicham was able to fake out and Drain Punch Infernape and Crawdon, giving the victory to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are still undefeated. So they are 3-0, same as the San Antonio Shamans. Next, the Jacksonville Jirachis and the Minnesota Nidokings. This game started with Bronzong killing Mega Diancie right away with the Gyro Ball. Then Absol managed to pick back off Bronzong, but that was a trade I'm pretty sure that the coach of the Jacksonville Jirachis was willing to take. Now, it went a long time before Crocodile finally killed Blissey. Choice Scarf Crocodile, always being a threat, killing out Blissey on the switch out, knowing it's going to die because of his pathetic defenses. And then Reuniclus was able to kill Absol with a Focus Blast and eat any dark hit that Absol was throwing out there. Blastoise was able to burn and kill Zipstrika with a Scald. Crocodile, being Choice Scarf, was able to outspeed Crobat and Pursuit kill him. But after Crobat had killed Florges, because Crocodile was a great revenge killer in this game, and Superior finally ended off at Powdon with a hidden power, giving the Jacksonville Jirachis the final victory. Next, the Melbourne Magnetons versus the Dallas Dragonites. This game was a game. Mega Pinsir set up an early substitute, was able to take any hit, killed Umbreon with a return, killed Mega Gardevoir with a return, because Mega Gardevoir broke the sub instead of going through the sub with Hyper Voice. It broke the sub with some other move. And then killed Cryogonal with return, and then finally killed Snorlax with return before Granbull was able to kill it, because Granbull was able to live a hit with the Intimidate. But Ferrothorn was able to kill Gramble with the Gyro Ball, and then kill Suicune with a Power Whip, no problem. And finally, the Washington Blizzards and the Lavender Town Gengars. This game, Greninja killed Gliscor right away with the Ice Beam, surprising both sides, and then was able to kill Gengar when it tried to come in because Greninja is super fast. And then was able to kill Slowbro before finally Scizor was able to kill it with a Bullet Punch after Greninja took some Life Orb damage and a little bit of chip hits. Then Scizor killed Machamp with Aerial Ace because Machamp's slow. And then Mega Charizard X was able to Dragon Claw Mega Ampharos and Dragon Claw Goodra, proving to be the best dragon on the field today. Scizor finished off Mega Charizard X, but Electros had a nice, easy Flamethrower to end the game. And that's it for Week 3. We got a bunch of crazy matches, one really stupid match, and that's it. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye, YouTube.